Welcome back to our channel, where we break down storytelling in animation. Today, we were diving into a heartwarming and hilarious script called How to Make Friends and Fail Completely. It's a classic tale of an overly eager dog trying to win over a stoic cat, and it's a masterclass in physical comedy and character development. So grab your popcorn and let's get into it. The story introduces us to our heroes. Marley, a big, goofy golden retriever who is pure. Slobbery, Optimism, and Chewie, a sleek, dignified cat who is the master of silent judgment. Their human, Leo, brings Chewie home, and Marley's world is instantly filled with friendship possibilities. His voiceover is bubbly and full of hope. A new friend. I have so many plans. We can play chase and share my favorite squeaky hedgehog. He immediately drops into a playbow, but Chewie is having none of it. The script describes Chewie's slow blink not as friendly, but as a dismissal. He leaps to the top of a bookshelf, a place Marley can't reach, establishing the dynamic right away. Eager dog, untouchable cat. Leo, the oblivious human, just says, "He's just shy, buddy. Give him time." This sets the stage for all the comedy to come. Marley's first attempt at friendship is gift-giving. He offers Chewie his most prized possession, a slobbery, squeaky hedgehog. Chewie's response. He calmly hooks it with one paw and flicks it behind the sofa. The rejection is swift and brutal. But Marley's spirit is unsinkable. His voiceover declares, Plan A, gift-giving, failed. Okay, on to Plan B, shared interests. And this kicks off a brilliant montage of failures. This montage is where the physical comedy really shines. For Plan B, the bird watcher, Marley sees Chewie watching birds and decides to join in. But instead of quiet observation, he barks excitedly, scaring all the birds away. Chewie gives him a look the script describes as pure venom. Next is Plan C, the food critic. Marley pushes his own kibble bowl toward Chewie as a peace offering. Chewie sniffs it, turns his nose up, and walks away. In a twist of irony, Marley then eats Chewie's expensive cat food and gets a stomachache. Finally, Plan D, the comfort provider. Marley sees Chewie napping and decides he must be cold. So, with great effort, he drags his entire dog bed over, trying to nudge it under the cat. Chewie, woken from his slumber, is outraged and stalks off. Each plan is perfectly logical from a dog's perspective, but completely wrong for a cat, and the escalating failures are just hilarious. The second act hits its emotional low point for Marley when Leo brings home a magnificent, multi-level cat tree. Chewie immediately claims it, creating a fortress of friendship where Marley is not welcome. Marley is heartbroken. The voiceover is full of despair. It's no use. He has everything he could ever want, and none of it is me. This is a key moment. Marley feels totally defeated. But then, he spots a dangling pom-pom on the cat tree. A spark returns. Wait, that looks like a toy. And I know about toys. This leads to Marley's grand gesture. It's his all-in, final attempt. He creates what the script calls a shrine to friendship at the base of the cat tree. He drags over all his toys, his food bowl, and even his favorite blanket. He then sits and waits, tail thumping with hope. It's a beautiful, ridiculous, and deeply touching display of his personality. Chewie watches the whole production from his perch. He descends gracefully, and for a moment, we think this is it, the breakthrough. Chewie steps through the maze of offerings, pauses at the blanket, and then he uses it as a scratching post. The ultimate insult. Marley's world collapses. He lays his head on his paws, utterly defeated. The message is clear. Your friendship offering is nothing more than a utility item to me. Now we enter the third act, the reversal. And it's triggered by an external event, a thunderstorm. Marley, like many dogs, is terrified. He's a trembling wreck hidden behind the couch. Chewie, on the other hand, is completely unbothered, watching the storm from his cat tree. He notices Marley's distress. After a particularly loud clap of thunder makes Marley yelp, Chewie seems to make a decision. This is where his character gains a new layer. He's not just a cold, aloof cat. He's observant. And his action is perfect for his character. He doesn't go over and cuddle Marley. That would be completely out of character. Instead, He goes to Marley's toy basket and pulls out the squeaky hedgehog of the very first gift he rejected. He carries it over and drops it near Marley. Then he sits a few feet away, with his back to the dog, and starts grooming himself. The script explains the message beautifully. See, nothing to worry about. I am here, and I am not afraid. It's an act of quiet solidarity, not affection. It's Chewie offering comfort in the only way he knows how, by demonstrating calm. Slowly, Marley's fear subsides. He gives the hedgehog a tiny squeak. His tail gives a small thump, and Chewie, still facing away, acknowledges it with a single, gentle flick of his own tail. The final scene is the morning after the storm. Leo walks in to find Marley asleep on the floor and Chewie asleep on the couch. But their positions have changed. They are closer than they've ever been, with Marley's paw resting on the squeaky hedgehog. They aren't cuddling. They aren't best friends in the way Marley imagined, but they have reached a quiet understanding. A ceasefire. Leo whispers, "I knew you'd work it out," which is funny because he has no idea what actually happened. The story concludes not with a grand, unrealistic friendship, but with the quiet beginning of a mutual respect, which is so much more meaningful. How to Make Friends and Fail Completely is a fantastic script because it understands its characters perfectly. The comedy comes from Marley's earnest but misguided efforts, and the heart comes from Chewie's subtle, almost imperceptible shift. It's a story that reminds us that friendship doesn't always look like a Hollywood movie. Sometimes it's just about being there, quietly, when it matters most. What a beautiful piece of storytelling. Thanks for watching. What did you think of the script? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into animation and storytelling. See you next time.